Have you ever had that feeling? The one where your heart does a little flip whenever certain someone walks into the room? Maybe you find yourself thinking about them a lot, replaying conversations in your head, wondering, just wondering, do they feel the same way? It's that universal experience of having a secret crush, a hidden hope tucked away. But the uncertainty can be maddening, can it? You analyze every little interaction, every glance, every word, trying to decipher the hidden meaning. Are you just imagining things, or are there real signals you might be missing? It's easy to get lost in your own head, second-guessing everything. What if they're sending subtle hints that they like you back, but these signs are so small, so easy to overlook that you're completely missing them? Imagine the possibility. That quiet person you admire from afar might actually be feeling a connection. 2. This video is your guide to decoding those subtle, often missed signals. We're going to dive deep into the psychology of attraction and uncover 10 specific, quiet signs that your secret crush might just be crushing on you too. Forget the grand gestures for a moment. We're looking at the whispers, the nuances, the things people do often without even realizing it when they're interested. Stay tuned, because understanding these signs could change everything. You might be closer to knowing the truth than you think. Let's unravel this mystery together. Let's talk about eyes. They say eyes are the windows to the soul, and when it comes to attraction, they often tell a story we try to hide. One of the most common, yet easily misinterpreted signs is eye contact. Think about it. When you catch your crush's eye across the room, what happens next? Do they hold your gaze for just a fraction of a second longer than usual? That little extra moment, that slight hesitation before looking away, can speak volumes. It suggests they're interested, maybe even a little captivated. Or perhaps it's the opposite. Do they quickly look away, almost as if they were caught doing something? This isn't necessarily a sign of disinterest. It can often signal shyness or nervousness, especially if they like you. They might feel a bit flustered or intimidated by the direct eye contact because they have feelings involved. Imagine you're in a coffee shop and you feel someone's gaze. You look up and it's them. They immediately dart their eyes away, maybe pretending to look at their phone or the menu. That quick aversion, combined with maybe a slight blush you notice later, could be a huge clue. It's about noticing the pattern. Does this happen often? Do you catch them looking your way frequently, even if they look away quickly when caught? Pay attention to these subtle dances of the eyes. They are often the first, unconscious signals of hidden interest, a silent conversation happening before any words are spoken. Beyond the eyes, the rest of the body sends out signals too, often completely unconsciously. Let's explore body language. Have you ever noticed your crush subtly copying your movements? Maybe you lean back, and they lean back. You cross your legs, and a moment later, they do too. This is called mirroring, and it's a powerful, subconscious sign of rapport and connection. When someone likes you or feels comfortable around you, they naturally start to mimic your posture and gestures. It's like their body is saying, "Hey, I'm like you, I'm on the same wavelength." Another key aspect is proximity. How close do they try to be to you? In a group setting, do they often end up standing or sitting near you, even if there's plenty of space elsewhere? Do they lean in slightly when you're talking, closing the physical distance between you? This desire to be physically closer is a strong indicator of attraction. Think about times you've been in conversation. Do they turn their whole body towards you, even if their attention was briefly pulled elsewhere? This orienting shows you're their main focus. Contrast this with someone who keeps their arms crossed, angles their body away, or creates physical barriers. Those are often signs of disinterest or discomfort. So, observe their posture, their gestures, and how they navigate the space around you. Their body might be revealing feelings their words haven't yet. Physical touch, even in its smallest forms, could be a significant indicator of interest, especially when it comes from someone who seems otherwise reserved. We're not talking about big hugs or overt gestures here, but those tiny fleeting moments of contact that seem almost accidental. Does your crush find small excuses to lightly touch your arm when laughing at your joke? Do they gently brush past you a little closer than necessary in a hallway? Maybe they tap your shoulder to get your attention instead of just calling your name. These seemingly insignificant touches are ways of testing the waters and breaking the physical barrier between you. It's a low-risk way to establish a connection and gauge a reaction. Think about the context. Are these touches happening more frequently than they would with other friends or acquaintances? Do they feel slightly charged, even if they only last a second? Someone who is interested might subconsciously seek out these small opportunities for physical connection because it feels good to be close to the person they like. Of course, context is crucial. Some people are naturally more tactile than others. But if these light, accidental touches are happening consistently, especially combined with other signs, it's a strong hint that their interest might be more than just friendly. It's a subtle way of saying, I want to be closer to you. Think back to your conversations. Does your crush seem to remember the small, insignificant things you've told them? Maybe you mentioned your favorite obscure band weeks ago, and they bring it up. Perhaps you casually talked about a childhood pet, and they ask about it later. Or they remember how you take your coffee, even if you only mentioned it once. When someone consistently remembers these minor details, it's a powerful sign that they are genuinely listening and interested in you as a person. It shows they're paying close attention when you speak, absorbing information not just out of politeness, but because they actually care about what you have to say and who you are. Remembering small details requires effort and mental space. We tend to prioritize information about people we find important or intriguing. It's easy to forget the specifics of casual conversations, but someone with a crush is more likely to file away those little nuggets of information about you. So, if you notice them referencing things you barely remember mentioning yourself, take it as a very positive sign. It suggests you're occupying a special place in their thoughts, and they value learning more about the real you beyond the surface level interactions. It shows investment. How does your crush interact with you verbally? Is there a sense of playfulness? Maybe some lighthearted teasing involved? Gentle teasing or engaging in witty banter could be a classic sign of flirting and an attempt to build rapport in a fun, low-pressure way. It's important to distinguish this from mean-spirited comments. We're talking about playful jabs that often come with a smile, maybe about a funny habit you have or a shared inside joke. This kind of interaction serves multiple purposes. It creates a unique dynamic between the two of you, setting your interactions apart from others. It allows them to get your attention and see how you react. It can also be a way to express affection indirectly, masking genuine interest behind humor. Think about it. They're choosing to engage with you in this specific, playful manner. Do they tease others in the same way? Or is this dynamic reserved primarily for you? If they often initiate this kind of lighthearted back and forth, laugh easily at your attempts at humor, even the bad jokes, and seem to genuinely enjoy the playful exchange, it could be their way of signaling interest and trying to create a spark. It's a dance of words, a way to connect and test the chemistry without putting too much on the line emotionally right away. In today's digital age, subtle signs can sometimes extend to the online world, though this area requires careful interpretation. Don't become an obsessive online detective, but pay attention to consistent patterns. Does your crush interact with your social media presence in ways that seem slightly more engaged than usual? For instance, do they consistently view your stories shortly after you post them? Maybe they occasionally like older photos or posts, suggesting they've spent some time looking through your profile. Perhaps they react to your posts with more than just a standard, like using other reactions or even occasionally commenting when they don't comment much elsewhere. It's crucial not to read too much into any single online interaction. However, a pattern of slightly elevated engagement compared to how they interact with others or compared to how others interact with you might be a subtle hint. They might be using the relatively low-risk environment of social media to show interest or stay connected with what you're up to. Again, caution is key here. Some people are just very active online, while others are naturally reserved. But if you notice a consistent trend of them paying just a little extra attention to your online presence, combined with other real world signs, it could be another piece of the puzzle suggesting they might like you back. So there. You have it, 10 subtle signs that your secret crush might just be feeling the same way about you. From lingering glances and mirrored body language to remembering small details and playful teasing, these clues often fly under the radar. Remember, the key is to look for patterns and combinations of these signs, rather than fixating on a single instance. Human behavior is complex, and misinterpretations are always possible. These signs aren't definitive proof, but they are strong indicators that there might be mutual interest brewing beneath the surface. Trust your intuition, but also try to remain objective. Understanding these subtle cues can empower you, perhaps giving you the confidence to make a subtle move yourself, or simply allowing you to enjoy the possibility with a little more hope. What do you think? Have you noticed any of these signs from your own crush? Or perhaps you've used some of these signals yourself without even realizing it. Share your thoughts, experiences, and any other subtle signs you've observed in the comments below. We'd love to build a conversation around this fascinating topic. If you found this exploration into the nuances of attraction helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more insights into psychology and human behavior, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Sharing this video could also help someone else decode their own crush situation. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.